Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this makeup look using the new Desert Haze eyeshadow palette that Charlotte Tilbury just launched, as well as her new bronzer. I'm so excited for this video. I absolutely love this bronzer. I have swatched it before in the past. I actually saw the prototype for it and I've been in love with it and excited for it ever since. So I'm so happy that it's finally launched. So for the new Airbrush bronzers, I got the shade medium and I got the shade tan. So this bronzer is a matte hyaluronic infused smoothing pore blurring bronzer for the face and body. So if you've tried her Airbrush flawless powder and you love it like I do, then I'm pretty sure you're really gonna love the bronzer. And honestly, when I feel the swatch on this, it just feels very velvety and smooth. It's a beautiful formula and I definitely feel like it's worth checking out. So on the back of the bronzer here, you'll notice that there's this little hole that you can push out and refill it. I'm not sure how much the refills go for, but the bronzer itself goes for $55 each, but you do get a lot of product, which is nice. It's huge and it's so beautiful. I mean, look at the packaging. It looks like a seashell. It looks like you just picked it off the beach. So I'd say that the medium shade that I got is a true match for me. For reference, in Charlotte's foundation for the Airbrush matte one, I wear a 7.5 warm. So that's actually the shade that she recommends getting. So if you're between shades 5 cool and 8 warm in her Airbrush Flawless Foundation, she recommends getting the medium. All of this information is on her website too if you need help picking your shade. If you're around my complexion, I would recommend doing the medium if you like more of like a natural buildable bronzer. I got the tan because I do get a lot more tan in the summertime. Honestly, I use this one now and I feel like it works for me. I just have to be a little bit more light-handed with it. So the medium is more of a buildable bronzer for me. With this one, it's kind of just like a one and done. If you overall like just like a warmer, more pigmented bronzer, just like one layer and you're done, you can definitely go for the tan. It's really just up to your personal preference. But I got both because I like having options. For her Desert Haze eyeshadow palette, this is a luxury palette of mattes. You guys know Charlotte Tilbury doesn't usually do matte eyeshadows. She usually sticks to more shimmery and pops of sparkle. This one is super beautiful. If you've tried the Sophisticate, which is like her only all matte eyeshadow palette in her collection, then I feel like this is gonna be the warm toned version of that. So if you like Sophisticate, I think you'll really like this. So these shades pull a little bit more nude, peach, smoky brown. They're very like chocolatey, very hazy, very deserty. I feel like if you have a medium to tan complexion, these shades right here are gonna complement you really well. Retails for $53 like most of her eyeshadow formulas. If you guys are interested in seeing me try on this new collection, then go ahead and just keep watching.
So I'm just gonna breeze through the base part. I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury Supermodel body to add an extra glow to my chest. And then for primer, I'm taking the Hollywood Flawless filter in the shade 5. For foundation, I'm taking the NARS Sheer Glow in the shade Barcelona and applying that with the Beauty Blender. To color correct, I'm taking the Magic Vanish in the shade medium. And for concealer, I'm taking the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade medium warm. I've been loving this concealer and I forgot to show on camera, but I set with the Airbrush powder in medium.
All right, now it's time for the exciting part. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try one on each side. Well, actually, I'm gonna swatch them first for you guys. I'm gonna try the shade medium first. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer and blusher brush. It did launch with a new Airbrush, but I just didn't feel the need to get the brush. Yeah, it goes on super smooth, buildable. I feel like the medium is probably gonna be my true shade, at least right now. I think this is for sure gonna be the perfect shade for me. And then on the other side, I'm just gonna take the tan shade, which is a lot warmer. I mean, it even works pretty well right now if I go in really one layer. The other one, the medium, you could see that I was able to build it up a little bit with my skin tone currently. I actually really like both, but I'm gonna stick to the medium right now. I'll probably end up mixing. I'm gonna go ahead and use the medium shade on my nose. You can actually use this on your body as well, so I'm just gonna add a little bit to my chest, just to give me a little more color. And then I'm just gonna mix a little bit of the tan onto this side, just really slightly. Yeah, this one is definitely like a 10 out of 10, would recommend. So I have the Desert Haze palette right here. So I didn't think I was actually gonna get this palette in the beginning, just because I felt like I most likely already have shades that are exactly like it. But I just saw the campaigning that she did for it on medium to tan complexions. It just looked so beautiful, so I really felt like this palette was just gonna be everything I ever wanted. Go in with this first shade first and use that kind of as a base. And then I'm taking the enhanced shade and I'm gonna nestle that onto my crease. And I'm taking these two shades on my smudger brush. I'm gonna take this shade on a flat brush like this and pack that onto my lid. Blending it out. Then I'm taking the smoke shade. And then just taking that same shade and focusing it more on my outer corner on the lower lash line. So I'm taking this Morphe pencil in the shade Richie. I'm just gonna smudge it out a little bit with the smudger brush that I was using. Alright, so eyes are done. I like it. It's very grungy, I feel. I'm going to be taking this Pillow Talk Beauty Light Wand in medium. And then I'm going to be taking the Climax blush. For a little extra glow, I'm going to be taking the Amrezy highlight by Anastasia Beverly Hills. One of my favorite powdered highlights ever. And a little down the nose as well. Hot Gossip Lip Cheat by Charlotte Tilbury. This is hands down like one of my favorite lip liners by her line. And then for lipstick, I'm gonna be taking the Super Cindy lipstick. And it looks good just like that if you want to leave it matte, but you know me, I always like a glossy lip. I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. plumping lip gloss in the shade Champagne Glam. So that pretty much sums up the makeup portion of this video. My overall final thoughts on the bronzers and the palette. Bronzers, obviously, I think you can tell throughout the whole video, I'm absolutely in love with them. I love the two shades I got. I feel like I'm definitely gonna get use out of the both of them. If you guys are on the hunt for a new bronzer, I would definitely recommend this one. As far as the palette Desert Haze, I'm overall very happy with this product. I feel like the quality is definitely up there. The formula feels very buttery and smooth, and you know, this is very new and different for Charlotte. I'm really happy that she's coming out with more matte eyeshadow options. Now, if you have this palette right here, the Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette, the matte section here and the date section is very similar to the shades in this Desert Haze palette. Overall, I don't think it's necessary to purchase this palette if you already have this one, unless you love her eyeshadows and you want like a more compact version of matte eyeshadows put together for you. If you just love Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows and you love hoarding them like I do, then I definitely recommend this palette. It's something different to add to your Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow collection, and I really like it. I'd say this palette looks really good, especially with anyone who has more of like a medium tan golden complexion. It's gonna look very flattering on your skin tone. Alright guys, but that pretty much sums up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this review and found it helpful. If you guys did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!